little pauses to me, man, that shit sounds so incredible to me. I want to get back to the song. This shit is nasty.
I'm gonna start this back from
Nasty.
the beginning. Charismatic frontman can do a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Can do a lot for a band. They can make a band and kill a band.
Nasty though.
That
is
no
nasty.
wrong to me.
That is nasty.
The riffs and my man Peter Steele's voice.
Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me, guys. So, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's never mind. Keep it going, George. just keep it going. Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying, just throwing that out there, man.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, man.
Yeah, man. So we're going back to Metal Church.
This had to be done.
Yeah,
it had to be done. We had we really appreciate you guys sort of being involved and engaging underneath that Metal Church video, man, because you know when we do these, we can easily get caught up in just doing the big bands, and we get a lot of requests for these big bands, man. But we really thoroughly enjoy getting bands out there that you guys don't really know too much about. And I'm not saying we know them. We know the hardcore. Listen to 1,000 band metalheads on Patreon.
Someone that knows everything.
But just so y'all, for those people, there are a lot of people that didn't really know too much about Metal Church that really appreciated that and got put on a Metal Church. And I'm not sure if you guys have, like, since that point have been listening to Metal Church, but we put a lot of people onto that band, man, and shocked some people. So
including us.
We were shocked.
Yeah, man.
Legitimately, like, I don't know who this is, but they're getting busy, whoever they are. So
we enjoyed it so much that we want to do Beyond the Black. But Beyond the Black was
big request.
Yeah, in that Metal Church video.
Yes.
So check that out if you haven't seen that. But a lot of people were like, man, you got to get to this. If you like that, this is fire. You got to do this one.
Yeah, so we saw Beyond the Black. That was pretty dominant. It was pretty dominant. Not the only one, but it was pretty dominant for the next song for us to do. So that's why we're doing it. So let's get into it, man. We don't need to talk too much, man. They impressed us. Maybe let's just get a quick reminder though.
You want to play that again?
I want to play Metal Church, just to make sure. Was it a fluke? Was we just in the right mood that day? Let's check it out.
Yeah, this was fire though.
Little reminder. Matter of fact,
I'm letting the cat out the bag. This is fire.
Yeah. For the people who actually skipped over that video as well. I gotta want to see one.
Hey. It's still fire.
I don't know why I said. I mean, it's been on my playlist.
Yeah, I know.
You know, just for the people maybe.
We wanted to remind y'all more than anything.
Yeah.
I think we're on the same page with that. So that's why I didn't stop you. I said, yeah, well, let's go ahead and let's
rock out.
Let's see if it's still hot. Even though I knew that shit was.
It was hot. You know what I'm saying?
It is hot. Was.
And for the people who did not actually watch that video, because not everyone watches every video we post. I get it. You know, you kind of wait for what you want to wait for, and we're not gonna crucify you for that. But for the people who, well, you're probably not watching this one then. If you you skip the first Metal Church, you're not gonna watch.
Like, who the hell are we talking to?
But then again, they may have said, you know what? Damn, they going back to this motherfucking band again. All right,
maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Let's get into it though, man. Metal Church, Beyond the Black.
Man has died.
And this is the first one on the album, right?
Yeah, man.
And then they went right into Metal Church.
Metal Church, yeah.
The second song. So they started the album off
with this particular song.
Yep.
And you know what I liked about this, George? It sounds like a beginning song. At the intro here, they were talking about the war is over. The crypt we now taste. And I guess it's the end of all, man. It says, man has died. We've sealed the urn.
But who's we? When they say we've
I don't know if it's
machines.
It could be machines.
Who knows?
Or it could be our own demise.
Yeah,
could be our own demise. But yeah, that's the first thing. Either that or aliens is what I thought at first when I heard it a second ago. But it sounded like when this started that something big was coming, right? It sounds like a coming of some sort, right? And the way they were shredding at the beginning, I was like, this is, and in my head, I didn't say this. I was like, this is why they like this song, because over Metal Church, because they're just kind of just playing at a high level and shredding and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, so I was a little worried when it first started, because I thought the whole song was gonna be like that. But then they got into this groove, boom, 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 bam, bam, and they have a way with grooves that I just like. Yeah, I'm really enjoying their grooves, man. The way that they come up with it and the little nuances that those things really can't be understated. I always go back to that, because that keeps me involved in the song. Yep. If you don't have that, I don't give a fuck how good you can play. I don't want to say that. I was gonna jump out the roof there. I was jump off the fucking window and shit. But I will say songs that have those little pauses and those little nuances, whether it be the guitar, the drumming, the bass guitar, whatever the case may be, those things I tend to gravitate to more. I just do, man.
Yep.
You have a lot more latitude when I like to call it when you got we like to call it when you got the sauce. When you got the sauce with the shit, you got a lot more latitude. Even if I don't love the song, I'm like, yeah, but that shit is just sounds good to me.
Yep.
You know? So they're playing well, man. I didn't mean to talk and ramble and shit, but the bottom line is I was a little worried at the beginning because I heard the shredding and it was done really well, but I thought the whole song was going to be that way. And when they got into this pocket, this groovy pocket here, I was like, oh yeah, I just like this band so far with just hearing the little bit of this song and Metal Church. Man, I'm like, yeah, this band's right up my alley.
So far, so good.
You know what I mean?
That for sure. So far, so good, man. And I want to speak to something you had mentioned, and you were kind of getting around to, is you heard the shredding. You heard them shredding, like, going off and displaying incredible musicianship, incredible skill with the guitar. And I just think that they're just, I think what we are starting to realize is that there's maybe a certain subset of our patrons or just people on YouTube, our subscribers on YouTube, that just hold musicianship and skill at a really high level.
Can you see my hand?
Yeah.
It's like this.
Super high.
Like way up there.
And then but then maybe musicality is not held as high. Not that it's not important, but it's almost like with me with rap. Like, you have to be a great lyricist to be a good rapper to me. Lyricism is here.
Yep.
Flow and all that other shit, flowing and cadence and all that, that's important. And the production, all that's important. But if you are a rapper in that genre, I'm going to hold your ability to put words together, with depth and all this other stuff at a high level. That's just me, but not everyone's like that with rap. Some people appreciate flows, some people appreciate the production and beat, and all that just takes precedence. So I just feel like a lot of our metal subs, but
I love writing too, though.
But you appreciate the writing.
Yeah, you got to be able to write.
It's just a matter of what you rank, though.
You can have the best flow in the world, but if you're talking about toom da boom boom and
some shit that you don't identify.
It's like you're not.
Let me get on course. So my point is, because I don't want to lose my train of thought here, but my point is, like, I feel like a lot of our metal subs just focus on there's a really heavy focus on can they play? How much skill did it take to get this done?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at sometimes some of the suggestions and how diehard you guys are about certain bands. I'm like, yeah, skills there, but I don't know, man. That's all I'm hearing. It's skill. I'm not hearing incredible. And just musically, I'm not hearing anything that's really doing anything for me. But I think this band, so far from what they've showed us, has balanced that really well. You know, so let's keep it going though. But I like it. Ain't fucking with Metal Church so far though. It ain't fucking with that. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
But you know what though? If we were listening to this album in succession here, we wouldn't have gotten to Metal Church yet though. So this would have been a good intro so far.
Would have been a good intro. I agree. So let's get back to it though. It's a good song, man. Damn.
I don't know if you guys can hear me over the music. I forgot to talk about the transitions that they take you on as well, the movement within the music. And they do a really good job at that, you know, and I really like, in addition to all the other things that they do well, I'm loving the transitions. I don't think I've heard one, again, with just, you know, judging this song and Metal Church independently. I don't think I've disliked one of their transitions.
Yeah,
I don't think I have.
Everything. I've liked every transition. I agree.
That's it. I should also say, we can get back to it.
I will say though, man, just to add a little bit more, I do think, and this is just something that Ryan, you mentioned the things that you gravitate to, and one thing that I've noticed just throughout listening to all of these metal songs that I gravitate to is that when they're doing the transitions, there's remnants of what's been done in the new transition, what's been done prior to the transition in the new transition. So you hear, we got used to the
Yep.
Then this transition is so it's the same riffs, right? The same sort of I guess whatever they're using, the progressions that they're using, but it's sped up. So now I'm like, oh, it's something different, but I'm hearing the logic in the transition versus it just sounded like something completely, and that can be good too sometimes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times bands they transition and it doesn't. The bridge to the transition just doesn't. We've said this before.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if that makes sense because it just seems disjointed. But I think it doesn't sound as disjointed with this band because of them keeping certain elements
in that original groove.
In the original groove. In a transition, so they rock you into it. And then from this point, if they wanted to do something crazy and completely different, it wouldn't come off as disjointed. You know what I'm saying? So just letting y'all know, man, that's the type of shit that I typically.
And you know what I would think would be very cool is to see that done live. You know, see that that groove sped up live. I think that would be crazy because you would see the person's hands like fucking moving at 1,000,000 miles a minute and fucking the drumming and everything. I think that would be very, very cool to see live. You know?
Yeah. This is a good song though, man. Let's get back to it. up, man, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people consider this. If they kept this pace up, because now again, this is Beyond the Black with song number 1,
and then Metal Church.
If they kept this pace up through all 9 songs,
Merciless Onslaught,
I wouldn't be surprised if this was looked at as a classic.
Yeah,
it was just a good song.
They jammed their ass off, man. And I know we didn't touch a lot on the lyrics yet, and it looks like they're kind of talking about like the end of mankind, so to speak. And one of the lines in here was, "Food supplies are worth more than gold," right? And that could kind of be contributed to you could kind of see the similarities, right? With COVID and all that kind of stuff going on, people buying up all the damn toilet paper and paper towels and all that shit, and I feel like we may be the cause of our own demise, so to speak, and that could be what they're talking about, tanks. And I think one of the lines in here was tanks are marching to their doom, and bombs going off and all that kind of stuff. So
there you go. Right here, it said at the beginning, we split the planet with atomic birth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So atomic bombs, when you mention the cause of our own demise, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is literally like nukes. It seems like they set the stage with just saying that nuclear warfare is probably what caused what they're talking about.
Right, man. So it's just it's interesting, and the reason why I wanted to touch a little bit on the lyrics is because you made that great analogy of hip hop and how we value lyricism as opposed to just being able to flow and this and that and all the other things that can kind of captivate a listener outside of the writing. And I feel like in this song, they played their ass off. They showed very, very technical skill with shredding, but still had groovy ass parts as well and transitions off the damn chain. Drumming excellent. Even the singer with the Crypt Keeper type of sound, I think that shit works for what we're listening to here. I like it. And the lyricism is pretty good. It makes me actually dig into the lyricism and be like, you know what? This is actually pretty, at least thought-provoking, if anything. Maybe not great lyrics, but thought-provoking at the very least. So I'm looking at that, and to your point, if every song is kind of like that on the album, man, dude, that's greatness, right? What else can you say about, I don't know how you could be critical if they're like check, lyrics check, yep, production check, yep, groove check. I mean, skill check. I mean,
the only thing that would be missing is potentially, and this is all subjective when we're talking about albums that are deemed classics. You know what I mean? That's a good video, actually. I probably want to do one of those videos one day. If the only thing they possibly could be missing is impact. Yeah. I don't know how much impact this made, considering considering the fact that a lot of you guys didn't even know about Metal Church. And it's not necessarily their fault. It could be a product of the time and the marketing or whatever. But sometimes what makes an album a classic, what adds to an album being a classic, or what could be a qualifier, would be the impact the album made. So I don't know. You guys can kind of fill us in on what this album did.
Yeah, man.
But I did, like Ryan, I really love that you brought up the lyrics. I love how descriptive these were. It really kind of puts you into that mode. It's very descriptive, detailed. Negotiations are over. Troops are marching to their doom. All I see is a nightmare. The smoke is blotting out the moon.
Yep.
The very, very sort of detailed, descriptive lyricism. The singer for me, I agree. I think that the singer, and I said this in the first video though. I made a joke actually about the singer in the first video. I was just like, but the singing and whatever. I forgot what I said exactly, but I said King Diamond from Merciful Fate is what prepared us for this style. This sort of like I don't know if it's kind of like this evil operatic type of
Crypt Keeper,
screeching Crypt Keeper.
I think that's a perfect description.
Vibe, yeah. His voice sounds like the laugh of the Crypt Keeper. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I like that, but I understand. It hasn't been thus far a distraction from what's been done.
I got
instrumentally for me. I don't know if I like it though. You know what I'm saying? But dude, very good song.
Yeah, man.
Very good song. I'm not mad at it. I don't know if this is playlist, which is crazy. I don't know if I can. I think maybe it's the length of it.
Yeah, I agree. It did kind of carry on a little bit, but I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. That's gonna make my playlist.
Yep.
I don't know how long it's gonna stay on it. No, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking with you. No. I mean, in all honesty though, I really enjoyed that song. I like Metal Church better. I don't want to make that. I don't want to muddy the waters in any way. Metal Church. That was my shit.
Metal Church is the joke.
Yeah.
It caught us from the jump, just with the way the bass, the drums came in with the guitars.
Yeah.
It just resonated more with us. But this is a very good song.
Yes,
shout out to them, 2 for 2.
Yeah, man.
To sum it up, Metal Church is 2 for 2.
Yes,
Let us know what y'all thought of this one. I don't know what albums they had after this. I mean, if y'all want us to Maybe because this is gonna be one of those bands that I feel like we're just gonna revisit again and again. So if there's other albums, what did they do after this album? I think we read something in the wiki, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
So give us some other some suggestions for Metal Church, man. 2 for 2 though.
Yes, sir.
That's the end video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.